Charlton's centenary season began up at Bolton in August. It was to be another eventful campaign with a sting in the tail. And following the 7th place finish in the club's 99th year, there was plenty of pre-season activity. The notable player to leave was Claus Jensen, sold to Fulham for £1.25 million. The classy Danish midfielder had made it clear he wouldn't renew his contract in a year's time. The first transfer in was also a Dane. Goalkeeper Stefan Andersen was signed from AB Copenhagen for £720,000. One for the future, he'd make an impact later on. Keeping the Danish theme going, in came flying winger Dennis Rommedahl from PSV Eindhoven for £2 million. Over 40 caps for his country, Dennis also had Champions League experience. Around the same time, Brian Hughes signed on a Bosman free transfer from Birmingham City. Moroccan international Talal El Karkouri was a £1 million transfer from Paris Saint-Germain. He'd make a big impression, bolstering a defence that had finally lost Richard Rufus and Gary Rowett to retirement. Then just 4 days before the big kick-off, a double signing. Francis Jeffers, the fox in the box, £2.6 million from Arsenal. And Danny Murphy, another £2.5 million splashed out to recruit him from Liverpool. Charlton beat off Tottenham in the race for his signature. Only Murphy was in the starting lineup at Bolton, the other 5 signings all on the bench. Hughes, Rommedahl and Jeffers would eventually get on, but it was another terrible opening day for the Addicts. It began badly with an early injury to skipper Matt Holland that would rule him out until October. And then it got considerably worse.
Kocher is sizing this up, and it is a Kocher, and that's a magnificent goal to give Bolton Wanderers the lead. A Kocher. Pedersen has continued his run, and Pedersen is in here. A chance for a second, and Bolton have got their second. A Kocher. Oh, it's squeezed in at the near post. Another for JJ Okocha. Lisby's had it, and there's consolation here for Charlton. Oh, the flag has stayed down. Pedersen is onside. Okocha alongside him, and Pedersen doesn't need him.
Bounce-back ability was a footballing catchphrase all season, and Charlton showed plenty in their next 2 games, both at home, starting with Portsmouth.
The touch from Fortune, Hislop saves.
It's a good save there in the end for Xhaka. Comfortable, didn't really make great contact with the header there, just come off his shoulder. But Xhaka there, it's a nice one to save. Great delivery in there. Come off of there, just come off the defender's header as well, and Xhaka's got it there on the 2nd attempt.
Yule gets onto Bartlett's pass. Might come to Rommedahl. And now Murphy. Well, he wasn't far away for his first goal for his new club.
That's fantastic technique. That's what you expect from an England international there. It's come there, a little bit fortunate to get the ricochet as it comes off here. They've had 2 attempts there, bounce up to him, on the half volley, on his weaker foot, so-called, kept it down. Great technique there. And again, it's another bright start for him.
Murphy's corner, off the crossbar. Lisby close to his 2nd of the season and denied with a Dzeu block from his follow-up shot. Looking for Bartlett, Yule! Charlton Athletic have their first home goal of the season, and it's Jason Yule.
He reacted well. It's a ball put in. Portsmouth would be disappointed they didn't clear their lines. But Jason Yule there just anticipated where the ball was going to land and finished it off excellent. It looked like a little toe poke. It was in the middle of his feet. Half decent ball in here by Kyle Lidburn. A little bit of a mix-up, but he reacts first and just pokes it in the top of the net. And I think that'll settle everybody else down now at the ground, particularly him, Jason, as well. It's nice to get off to a goal at home, top goal scorer last season, and it's a natural finish as well.
This is Luke Young, plenty of red shirts for him to aim at. Bartlett is one of those. Rommedahl!
He's unlucky there, Rommedahl, just didn't really read the situation there, a little bit back on his heels there, but good football. ball in, strong header again there. He's just not anticipated it well enough.
Unsworth to Berger. Oh, what a fantastic goal! Patrick Berger has plucked one out of the very top drawer. Genius from the Czech international, and Portsmouth are level.
Dean Carley can't believe it. It's very much like the goal that Thierry Henry scored against Manchester United. Fantastic technique. He had a strike just before half-time on his sweet left foot, and that one was a fantastic strike.
They'll badly want to win this, Charlton, but probably equally so not want to lose it. Interesting balance to these final stages. Murphy to Jeffers. Jeffers! Well, an excellent effort, and he wasn't too far away from opening his account.
Nice positive play there. Little ball played into him. Danny Murphy, and it's a turned shot. It's a natural strike. Good power. That'll lift his confidence as well.
Probably up to the home side to take the initiative. Lost the aerial threat of Bartlett. Oh, a mistake by Shaka Hislop. He's been so solid throughout the afternoon, but that's a blunder to surely hand Charlton their first 3 points of the season.
That's why being a goalkeeper is so hard. He's done everything that he's needed to do so well. It's a hopeful free kick into the box. Just lofted in their bodies. They just get a touch of Unsworth and he just skitters off and just slipped through Shaka's hands. Costly mistake by Shaka. He'll be bitterly disappointed. Not under any pressure whatsoever, and it slips in. And that's why being a goalkeeper is such a tough position to be.
For long periods today, in the second half, I felt that we just wasn't going to do it again. We wasn't going to get that win, but a bit fortuitous at the end. But I think we deserved it. I think we created more chances and done enough to have won the game. But obviously, you win it in that style. That's what people are going to talk about.
Lisby, Romadal, Haridason. Good cross, Jeffers, yes! Here is a young man looking to relaunch his career with Charlton Athletic after failing to make the grade at Arsenal and then on loan last season back at his former club Everton. But Francis Jeffers, given the room and given the confidence, buries the header.
Well, he just comes alive in the penalty area, doesn't he? We haven't seen him in the game, Franny Jeffers. Good crosses from Herman Haridason, comes into the middle, and this is what it is all about. You don't have to be 6'6" to win headers. He gets across Samuel and wins the header well. Samuel will be disappointed that he let him get across him, but that's what striking's all about. Getting across your marker, and look at the header. It's perfect.
Solano for Hitzelsberger. You're in with another telling tackle. Forward by Kishishev. Melberg will need to be careful here. Jeffers in behind him, and Jeffers 2-0. And life at Charlton Athletic is very, very sweet indeed for Francis Jeffers. He's announced his arrival in southeast London in style, but a horror moment for the Villa captain Olof Melberg.
What a ball from Kishishev. It wasn't quite going to beat Melberg, but that's an horrendous clearance from Melberg, straight up in the air. But that's a super finish from Franny Jeffers. He's made a very hard finish look very, very easy. It's coming over his shoulder, and there he comes, and he's just got to make contact with it and hit the target.
Haridason. Under heavy pressure from McCann. Kishishev. Plenty of red shirts ahead of him, including Lisby. Brilliant pass! And a super save from Thomas Sorensen to deny Kevin Lisby. And here's Solano trying to get one back for Villa ahead of half-time. Another link with Vassell. It's going to break now for Hitzelsberger. Oh, and a stretching save from Kylie prevents an own goal from Luke Young. 33 years old now, the Republic of Ireland international goalkeeper. And how well he stretched for that one. Jeffers, lead header, finding Murphy. Kishishev. And it's Luke Young who's made the run forward. 3-0, Charlton. Well, you have to buy a ticket to win the lottery, and Luke Young did exactly that. He gambled, and it's paid off for him. Alan Kirbishley and Charlton big time. 3-0 they lead Aston Villa.
Oh, he just continued his run into the box. He started the move, and in the end it was a bit fortunate the way the ball came through to him, as it just bounced off a Villa defender from that ball there. Here it goes, just off a, I think it's Hitzelsberger in midfield, just a deflection into his path. But it's a great finish. He doesn't score often, but that's an important one, because Villa were getting back into this game.
Next, more disappointment in the northwest. Charlton were overrun in the city of Manchester Stadium and on the receiving end of another 4 goals. Nicholas Anelka got the first of his pair in the 13th minute. Trevor Sinclair made it 2-0 20 minutes later. Anelka's second goal on the hour effectively killed the game off. The best was saved for last, as Sean Wright-Phillips' thunderous shot gave Dean Kiely no chance at all. September began with popular left-back Chris Powell moving to West Ham, initially on loan and then permanently later in the year. Powell won 5 England caps with Charlton, and his rapport with the fans made him a firm favourite. His contributions in a hugely successful era will long be remembered. Back to the action. 2 wins and 2 defeats in August were followed by 2 draws and 2 more victories in September.
Back in again from Lasso, and heading right back across the BT. He was a yard from the line and he couldn't hook it in. Header back from Phillips, Anders Svensson lined up for Rory Delap. What a save! Wonderful stop from Kiely. Oh, and Delap was right on the line and couldn't steer it in. Phillips gets it back out to David Prutton.
What a glorious chance this was to nick it. Peter Crouch getting the first header, and Rory Delap swings a leg, doesn't make contact, any kind of contact. Surely that would have ended up in the back of the net.
Murphy, decent ball to Brian Hughes. It was rather crudely taken out, and that's going to be a yellow card early in the game for Damian Johnson. Kishishev, Danny Murphy and Savage and Izzet ended up running into each other as Murphy skipped between them. Now here's Jonathan Johansson, chance for Charlton. Oh, and a mistake from Taylor. And a goal for Luke Young. Charlton ahead at the start of the second half, but it slipped horribly away from Mike Taylor.
Oh my goodness, this is a terrible mistake by Matt Taylor in the Birmingham goal. Great delivery in for Johansson in the right wing spot. Lisby misses it there, squirms out Taylor's hand and lands at the feet of Luke Young. Bang, into the net. Who would believe it? Just never looked like scoring in the first half, and went early into the second half, and Charlton are 1-0 up.
Julian Gray, Damian Johnson. Return to Gray, ruled out. And Johnson's been challenged, and he's going to be in big bother here. He's already got a yellow card, and Damian Johnson is already walking off. He knows there's another one coming. It is a red card for Damian Johnson for taking out Johansson. David Dunn takes it quickly, and Emil Heskey goes in. Brave goalkeeping from Kylie. Corner. Is it? Swings it in. And it's in! And Dwight York claims the goal. And when you used to play for Aston Villa in this city, you have to do something to win over the Birmingham fans quick. He's just done it. It's 1-1.
Danny Murphy looks favourite here. There are 3 Grimsby players in the wall. It is Murphy, and it is absolute precision. Stunning free kick. Still time for Grimsby, 11 minutes left. But Charlton might have a break on here. It's 2 against 2. It's Kevin Lisby. And now it's Francis Jeffers who can tie it up here, and has done. 2-0, and didn't he take it well?
It's Monday Night Football. It's the Barclays Premiership here at the Valley. Please welcome your 2 teams.
Good work from Stead, looking for Dickoff. And Dickoff gets his shot away, breaks it to Janssen! Off the post! Gary Flitcroft got in there and rattles the woodwork. Now El Karkouri, Flitcroft getting close to him. He's done well to escape him, and he slides it through for Lisby! Narrowly wide.
Well, that's what Kevin Lisby's been about for the most part of this match. He starts his run really deep opposite the man on the ball. He keeps going, and Amoruso doesn't step up. He chooses to go with him. Could have proved costly. It's a difficult angle on the run. He's stretching a touch. He's not far off.
Murphy's caught, and the header is in. And El Karkouri gets his first goal for Charlton Athletic. Just what they needed.
Well, some questions being asked in that Blackburn defence. Who was picking him up? See, he makes the standard run to the near post. It's a very solid header. Looks to me as if Lucas Neal was assigned to pick him up. He doesn't get any kind of a challenge in. He gets ahead of Lucas Neal, and that's the result.
Neal congested there for Blackburn, but it's broken here for Yule. Lisby, what a chance! Oh, how could Kishishev pass up that opportunity?
Well, they've got the heads in the hands on the Charlton bench, and you can see why. It was a really well-fashioned move and a well-fashioned chance. Again, Kevin Lisby having the foresight to pick out Kishishev. You think he's done everything right, but Brad Friedel gambles, he guesses, reads the body shape, and the reaction's enough.
The end of September and Charlton sitting in 7th place. But that unbeaten month was followed by an October to forget. Just 1 point and elimination from the Carling Cup.
Henry chases on for Bergkamp, and Kylie is way out of his goal here. Bergkamp held up by Perry, and Freddie Lundberg has given Arsenal the lead. Reyes. Oh, the audacity of the man! It's Thierry Henry, a fantastic goal. Reyes. Henry, brilliant finish. Bergkamp. Reyes. Charlton's misery is complete.
Here's Murphy. And Stewart! It's a tremendous stop by Shay Given. Well, no distractions on what's happening in the Given household. The goalkeeping's of high order here.
Oh, they work it brilliantly. Danny Murphy, top class. He waited, he took a touch in it. He sucks everyone towards him. Look at the black and white shirts. And it just leaves a little bit of space.
But he's been on as a decoy. Now Genus is getting each other's way, and the Newcastle players so anxious to get on the ball. Bellamy! Super goal for Newcastle United. And he's got plenty to shout about now, Craig Bellamy.
Super move. We won't see a better cross all day.
Here's Lisby. He's not a great finisher, but it's got in eventually. And Kevin Lisby has got Charlton going maybe here.
Well, that's all it takes at this level. One mistake, and you're in, and you can be punished. Scuffs it in the end, Kevin Lisby, but they should deal with that. There's no challenge. I think both centre-halves guilty there. Elliott not going to make the challenge first of all for the throw-in. O'Brien gets sucked in a little bit there, but Phil Marks, he kept his head. Just about got it past Andy O'Brien trying to get back in. But they needed an early response, and they certainly have it. Might even have been Stephen Carr coming across, getting a toe on that as well, that helped it in.
Radisson. Genus can't stop the cross coming in. Deflects off Carr. Collected by Stewart. Young goes outside in. Murphy not closed down. Carried away by Given, and maybe earned a bit of luck then. Lisby to Bartlett. It's hit the net, but on the outside. What are we going to expect here from Laurent Robert? A Shearer header off the line. Danny Murphy held his position, and that's how close Newcastle came to regaining the lead. It's Ronaldo! It's deflected, and then the bar.
What a strike. Lee Bowyer, I think, is the one who gets out there and gets something on it. Oh, goalkeeper's underneath it. He might well have gotten a hand to it, Shay Given. He was up there. He'll tell us he would have done. But there was absolutely nothing wrong with the quality of the strike.
Bartlett towards the near post. O'Brien's missed it. Off the line. Fortune. Oh, against the post! No. Holland, I think, would have claimed it had it gone in.
How's that stayed out?
What an extraordinary episode.
I mean, Francis Jeffers is the one here who just, I think, knocks it back to Bartlett. But then that one there, he almost, you know that one when you're falling and you hit it off your standing foot? Matt Holland, he just seems to do that, but look at Shearer right on the line. And as it comes out to Holland, he almost hits his own foot with it, and that's what spins it past the goalkeeper.
We worked tremendously hard to get back in the game, and we did get back in the game. And I think as the rain came down, it ended up being a really open game. And we had our goal-mouth scrambles, which we couldn't quite score, and they had theirs. So I think both of us would have been really disappointed if we had come away with nothing.
Kevin, well done. Did you get the goal, or did they take it away and give it as an own goal?
I've not spoken to anyone. I didn't even know it was in contention not to be my goal. All I know is I've gone around the keeper. I put it in. It was going in when it left my foot. So I'll have to have a look at it.
Stephen Carr did come across and get a touch though, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm sure when I left it was going in the goal. I'm not sure if he's changed the direction or I'll have to have a look at it, but I'm definitely going to try and claim it as much as I can.
It would be a terrific birthday present.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to claim it. Like on your birthday, you'd like to get a goal on my birthday. I was hoping for a goal, and I'm going to try my best to get this one.
Danny Murphy back in familiar surroundings, back at Anfield. Short to Cesar. Alonso's header. Not as far as Risa. Liverpool in front. What a head by John Arne Risa. Alonso. Here's Garcia. Oh, he had no right to score from there. What a magnificent goal. Murphy's corner, and Radisson's header And Charlton are in front after just 5 minutes. What a start. Derry. Torgaila. It's come out to Friedman. And Dougie Friedman has got the equaliser. Derry. Into Torgaila. Palace in front. It's the Hungarian Sander Torgaila. Derry's challenge. Here's Friedman. And it's come away off Holland. And Torgaila there is looking for a penalty. And he could be in big trouble. He's been cautioned already. And Rob Stiles has said that that was a deliberate attempt to win a penalty kick. And Crystal Palace here are reduced to 10 men.
Not the greatest kick by Kylie. Straight to Downing. 2 ahead of him. Cleared by Perry. Poor clearance. It's Zender for Borough. Off Hasselbank. Off El Karkouri. And a goal. Middlesbrough's first ever goal at the Valley in the Premiership. Perry for Bartlett. Boateng for Viduka. Charlton fans felt that the whistle should be blown by Halsey for the foul on Bartlett. Instead, that's a wonderful ball by Yule. Jonathan Johansson in for Charlton. It's a great chance. It's a wonderful start to the second half for Charlton. And Jonathan Johansson, brought in at the start by Alan Kirbishley, has rewarded the manager with a crucial goal. Viduka. Rigged again. Hasselbank in space. Downing has made a good run. Hasselbank instead looks for Zenden. Viduka takes over. On for Zenden. It's a great move! It's a wonderful goal by Middlesbrough. Bolo Zenden with the final touch.
Having slipped into the bottom half, Charlton needed a pick-me-up. Jacques Santini's sudden departure meant Martin Jol was in caretaker charge of Spurs. Charlton's big change was in their formation, and it worked. Just.
This is Matt Holland. Thomas again. Now Bartlett near post, and Charlton take the lead. And Sean Bartlett gets the touch. And Charlton continue this encouraging form at White Hart Lane. They seem to do so well on this ground, and they've started as though they mean business again here today. Thomas on the left has been a real problem early on for Spurs. It's a floated ball, and Bartlett just turns that first time past Robinson. It's 1-0 Charlton. Luke Young with the cross. Oh, he had so much room. It's Bartlett again, and Spurs are 2 down. Where was the marking there on Sean Bartlett? A former Tottenham man makes the goal, and Bartlett gets his second of the afternoon. Well, they seem to stand still there. It was Young's cross, it beat Nabet, and Bartlett came in with no cover behind the centre-back, and he heads that back where it came from, wide of Robinson, and Charlton are 2-0 up after 38 minutes. I think the Charlton strikers would appreciate a slightly earlier ball here, but never mind. Here's Thomas. Oh, he's got it back from Bartlett, and Thomas has scored. May have taken a deflection off Ledley King, but it certainly beat Robinson, and it's 3-0 Charlton. They passed the ball around for fun for a while there, without getting it forward, but when they did, Jerome Thomas, who's had a fine game today here, takes on Pamereau, gets it back from Bartlett, and Ledley King, yes, it was his deflection that really fooled Robinson, but I'm sure Thomas will want to claim that as his first Charlton goal. It's 3-0, and is less than 5 minutes gone in the second half. Ledley King's up there with Kylie, that's loose, it's still loose. King who had the shot, and then Ziegler, and there was oh no, the whistle's gone, it's a handball, it's a penalty. Well, it's all he could do, I suppose, in that position. It's Bartlett who was back there, the goal scorer in the first half. The goalkeeper doesn't claim this properly. It's Ledley King first of all, then Ziegler, and it's handball before it even gets as far as Defoe. And it's the straight red for Sean Bartlett. He's gone. Charlton are down to 10 men, keen to take the penalty. Scores! And suddenly it's all changed for Tottenham. Deliberate handball by Sean Bartlett reduces Charlton to 10 men. He was shown the red card, and Robbie Keane brings it back to 3-1 from the penalty spot.
First goal for Spurs scored after 68 minutes.
Keane. In it goes to Canute. And it's Keane again, a Charlton mistake. And Keane to Defoe! Yes! It's 3-2 now. Spurs are alive and kicking. Oh, chance here for Ewell. He's onside. Goalkeeper's coming. Jason Ewell, is it going in? No, it's not. It's going wide. They're appealing for offside, Tottenham, but he was waved on by the assistant referee. And that could have been 4-2 and all over. Jason Ewell, well, he looked near to being off, and as he took it on, Robinson came out, did enough, I think, to force Ewell to prod it wide of the far post. And it's in by Mendes. It's Defoe! Oh, how close can you be? El Kakuri fell in front of him. It's a great block by the Moroccan.
It was a great game overall. A great build-up for the second goal. A good cross from Luke Young, and I was lucky to be at the end of it.
Nice to be a centre forward when you're getting good service from wide positions.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I think every centre forward would just want to get service and score goals, and I was very happy to get my first goal in the league as well, and hopefully we'll continue from here.
Tell me about the sending off. Was it an instinctive thing to put your hand out and try and stop the shot?
Well, it's one of those things. I was trying to head it, but obviously it was a bit too wide and away from my head, and but the instinct, my hand went up, and I tried to sort of fake it, but the referee saw that, and it was definitely a red card.
Towards Hreidersen, who manages to get the header on, and it's Jonathan Johansson who here has given Charlton Athletic the lead. Almost 15 minutes played. Second goal in the Premiership for Johansson. He scored here when he returned to the first team against Middlesbrough, and he's got another one at the Valley.
There's a lovely floated ball in. Hreidersen wins the first ball. Jonathan Johansson and Lisby are going in on the end of this. Well-worked set play off the training ground. And Robert Green, absolutely no chance.
There's no doubt that Charlton missed Radostin Kishishev, who was injured while he was away on international duty with Bulgaria. He missed the following three fixtures. Murphy. Now Thomas. Delightfully done, and it's Murphy's header, and that's a second goal for Jonathan Johansson. Green managed to save the header, but he couldn't save the shot, and Charlton now in the space of 5 minutes have scored 2 goals, both scored by Jonathan Johansson.
Yeah, but look at Jerome Thomas's feet here, lovely rollover, and he scoops the ball up. Danny Murphy gets there before Holt. It bounces in front of Robert Green, but he'd only scoop it away. And Jonathan Johansson, following in from that right-hand side, gets the reward of his second goal. But beautiful play from Jerome Thomas. Good save from Robert Green. But a clinical finish from Jonathan Johansson. 2-0 Charlton.
Play by Kishishev. And by Hreidersen. Thomas now. Kishishev once more. Young is offering support, and here is Luke Young. And what about that for a start? Paul Konchesky. I'm sure that's his first touch, and it has given Charlton a 3-goal advantage.
In the first place, this is wonderful play here from Jerome Thomas. I said somebody needed to put their foot on the ball. He kept possession well. Good play from Keshishev. Those youngs there. Lovely ball in for Jonathan Johansson. He misses it, but the substitute, Paul Konchesky, slides in at the back post and gets the reward for that hard work. And that certainly was his first touch, and a lethal one at that.
Jeffers. Now Johansson. Ewell! 4-0. It's Jason Ewell's first goal in 12 games. And it was a classic near-post finish, set up by Jonathan Johansson.
Yeah, but good build-up play once again down that left-hand side for Charlton. Good positive play here. Brenny Jeffers out to Jonathan Johansson. He gets his head up. Jason Ewell makes the run in there. And as I said, it's great to come in to his side when you're winning 3-0. And he gets his rewards getting forward. That's a simple little side foot volley finish. Great awareness from Johansson. Good run to the near post from Jason Ewell. And good to see him on the score sheet. Confidence,
you know, is all about results, and results breeds confidence. So they've come in this week after getting the result with Spurs, a little bit different, and you know, I know we've got international week next week, but let's hope they come in full of beans this week, because we've got a tough game coming up.
Back-to-back victories, but then 2 tough games and 2 defeats. First at Old Trafford, where 2 goals 5 minutes either side of half-time sealed victory for the home team. Ryan Giggs and then Paul Scholes put paid to Charlton's chances. And so to Chelsea at the Valley. Mourinho's magic was mesmerising every opponent, and the would-be champions scored 4 goals away from home for the 3rd game running in the Premiership.
He put Duff behind Konchesky. Still Damien Duff. And 1-0 to Chelsea. It's their turn to start brightly at the Valley, unlike what happened here last season. Fortune. Goodness me. Robin! Now it's John Terry. John Terry heads it in. Carvalho and Terry. It's certainly in. I think it was over before Gallas made sure, and John Terry has a double here right at the start of the second half. Robin. Now Lampard. Good Johnson, no flag, 4. They conceded 4 here last season. They've scored 4 here today.
Not the best preparation for the small matter of a derby match at Crystal Palace. But not all memories of Selhurst are dark ones. Dennis in the last minute put a spring in the step of every Charlton fan.
That's Murphy's pass. Thomas, Routledge has to scamper back. He's bought Crystal Palace a little bit of time here until Thomas changed direction so cleverly, and a flying header by Holland. Routledge, Fischer-Chef probably fortunate that the game does go on. He might have got booked if he'd really caught it. Kolka, pass Young, same applies really. Rihilati, down and up onto the bar. Thomas, is he past Boyce? Oh, well, he did try and take that straight line shortest point, but Kirai had it covered by the near post. Watson. This is Johnson now. Penalty. He's given it against El Kakuri, who protests, but Johnson has earned it. Johnson will surely take it. He hadn't been faultless in the penalty spot this season. He failed at a crucial time down at Portsmouth. And he fails here. Dean Kiley.
Great save. He goes early. He goes really early. But he commits himself to going to his left.
Romadal. Now Thomas. Referees have one look at his watch. Murphy. He couldn't really wind himself up for the shot. Romadal. He can hit it. He can win it for Charlton Athletic. Dennis Romadal has arrived in England at last.
Would you believe it? Kesman yesterday, Romadal today. Two big players who have yet to live up to the reputations they arrived with. But Danny Granville's not going to want to see this again. I don't know where he's going. Why is he going outside him? Why is he allowing him that huge gap to drive into? It's a fabulous finish, but just hold inside. Force Romadal wide, and the game's gone. And you've got your point, but he doesn't do it. He encourages him inside, and my goodness, doesn't Romadal make him pay?
I think it means a lot to me, not only to me, but for the lads as well. It was a good victory today, and we needed that.
How big a win was that today, Dean?
Yeah, it's crucial for us. Obviously, geographically they're local to us. That makes a bit of importance as well. But for us, we've been inconsistent. So hopefully now this is the turning point, and we can kick on from here, I think.
Did you feel it was going to come?
Not really. But at the end, the ball was a little bit too short on what was in my advantage, and just took it in and closed my eyes and just blasted on goal, and it went in.
From a personal point of view, how important is that to you? Because you've had a difficult time here.
No, I will not say difficult, but it's always nice to get the first goal in a new club, and that's the same for me as well.
December became Charlton's most profitable month of the season, with 13 points from a possible 15.
From the corner. Goes short this time to Earnshaw. Back to Clement again. Goes low! And it got through, and Danny Murphy on the line managed to get it clear. It's Murphy who does deliver. Barton looks to get underneath it. Matt Holland! 1-0! A beautifully clinical strike from Matt Holland that gives Charlton the lead.
Well, I spoke about an unnecessary free kick, and so it proves so. The ball from Danny Murphy is dealt with well enough by the West Brom defender. It comes back out. It actually falls to Greening, who misses his kick. He doesn't realise that stood behind him is Matt Holland, who has one touch, and on the second touch, it's the half volley.
Murphy picks out Romadal from the free kick. Canny's behind the cross, but hasn't really dealt with that. He's left a purse to do that. Bartlett back in. On by Heridason. Murphy! Into the side netting. Here's Thomas. Wonderful ball to Bartlett! Oh, he had to score. He had to score.
Yeah, I'm good.
Here's Murphy. Bartlett. Oh, it's gone through to Thomas! And Fulham's failure to deal with a cross is punished by Jerome Thomas.
Nice first chance of the match. First chance of the match from either side, and he's taken. Keep an eye on Jerome Thomas just at the bottom of the screen. He drifts in. Nobody's got hold of him. But it was Fulham's inability It's Bouba Diop that caused all the chaos, really. I think he got a slight touch on that. And that's outwitted Rossinha, who was going to get the clearance in. But hey, fair credit to Thomas. He reacts very quickly. His touch, his control, his instant, and his finish, his clinical.
Murphy's kick doesn't reach Haridason, but comes straight back out to Danny Murphy. And this time he does. And El Karkouri did well to get the shot in. And Van der Sar had the post covered. Haridason, Murphy taking on Pearce. Oh, he's unlucky off the woodwork, and Romadal didn't react fast enough with a rebound. Great play from Danny Murphy. Murphy, El Karkouri got across. Goal to Charlton, 2-0.
Very soft again, isn't it? Really is soft. El Karkouri, he's been a threat in the air at different times. He's just getting ahead of his man, ahead of Brian McBride, and it's not an easy header. Getting the angle on that, I think it comes off McBride is the final touch. He's just trying to help it into the area. He knows where he's aiming for, Danny Murphy, with that free kick. El Karkouri gets his reward.
Bouba Diop! Skimmed the top of the bar. Pembridge's corner. McBride stopped on the line the first time, but then bundled back in. And Thomas Radzinski means that the outcome of this game is back in the balance.
It was a bit scrappy first half, but we managed to nick a goal. Thought second half we come out up firing, playing well, up the tempo a little bit, and deserved the win. We had a bit of a scare late on. They come back into it, but they're always going to. They threw 4 up at the end, but really pleased because it puts us up there now and gives us a cushion going into the Christmas period.
Murphy. That's a lovely ball forward. Thomas is onside and Yemi saves. Such an asset, obviously, at either end from set pieces. It's held back from Romadal and Bartlett. How did he miss? He was onside as it was just held back over the top to Sean Bartlett. All the goal away, Matt, and he's hit the bar. Now Haridason. Mackerson's defensive header, and Dennis Romadal. Well, it might have been going wide. It was a good save by Antti Niemi.
He's bent. Worth a try, and a magnificent save by Dean Kiley. And Dean Kiley there, furious with the assistant on the near side, sure that there should have been an offside flag.
Well, they were looking for the initial one from Gravison being offside, but Bent goes through the tackle there. It's a great shot going down in that bottom left-hand corner. Dean Kiley, alert as always, spreading himself and tipping that round the post for a corner.
Stubbs and Weir have both gone forward. And it's off the goal line. Somehow, Haridason eventually. El Karkouri had a go, then Haridason. Kishishev. Tremendous hit by Kishishev. And a splendid save too by Richard Wright, who's had nothing to do. But when he was called upon, he reacted well to deny Radostin Kishishev.
Well, it looks like it was going slightly wide, but Richard Wright wasn't to know that. But Kishishev just set up nicely for him on his left foot, let fly. Richard Wright going across to his right-hand side.
Miss kick there by Carsley, and Everton could be punished here. It's Bartlett. Good save by Wright. Chance from nothing there for Charlton Athletic.
Well, it's given away in the middle of the park here. Danny Murphy does well. First time ball through to Bartlett. He's wrong side of Stubbs. They should have really taken his shot on earlier. As he took the touch on, Richard Wright was able to come out, narrow the angle and smother it.
Swept in by Murphy. Radisson lost out. And Charlton have taken the lead. It's Talal El Karkouri. It's his third in the Premiership. And the goals he has scored have been key goals. Scored against Blackburn, scored in the 2-1 win over Fulham, and now he has given Charlton the lead against Everton.
Well, it's Murphy's corner in, headed out by Weir, but Konchesky does so well here. He helps it back in first time. And there's El Kakori above Lee Carsley. Richard Wright, absolutely no chance.
There's a straight red card, and it's a straight red card for Duncan Ferguson.
Well, it's a long throw here. Ferguson being held, but the elbow there, right in the face of Haraderson, who goes straight down, and the referee, Mike Riley, gets that spot on.
Swept in by Murphy. And they've got a second goal. It's Herman Haraderson. Reward, perhaps, for the elbow from Duncan Ferguson.
But again, it's from a set play, this. Danny Murphy's corner, not dealt with properly. Headed out, Haraderson in the back post. Let's fly with that left foot, keeps it down well, adjusts his body well. And beats Tony Hibbett in that back post. And suddenly this game has come alive.
Very good form. Today wasn't the prettiest of games. I think it's asking a lot of players to play 2 days after their last game. But today, first half wasn't a great spectacle. But second half we got on top, and I think overall deserved the win.
It's a great feeling going into the new year. We've had a good half to the first half of the season, and we can look forward to the second half.
An impressive end to the year with fourth placed Everton well beaten and Charlton Athletic once again back up to 7th in the Premiership table. But then a couple of defeats in the space of 3 days. Arsenal followed up their 4-0 win at Highbury with a 3-1 success at the Valley, though this was a much closer contest. Freddie Ljungberg gave the Gunners the lead on 35 minutes, but then came Charlton's goal of the season. A fantastic 30-yard free kick from the now prolific Talal El-Karkouri. His third goal in 4 games, a stunning effort which Almunia had no hope of saving. That was the highlight for Charlton fans though, as Arsenal retook the lead 3 minutes into the second half. Ljungberg again. Robin van Persie completed the scoring with Arsenal's third. Charlton beaten, but not disgraced. Their game at Blackburn, though, seemed like one match too far.
Forward by Neil. Clever play by Stead again. David Thompson. Kakori with him. Thompson's delivery is good. And Blackburn have the lead. Brett Emerton heading into the net.
Emerton's goal enough to win the game for Blackburn. Next up, Rochdale from League 2 in the FA Cup.
Hughes. El-Karkouri. Driving forward and finding Jeffers. It's Francis Jeffers. It's Brian Hughes. It is 1-0 Charlton. The settling goal they needed on third round day is provided for them thanks to the adventure of El-Karkouri and the neat cross of Francis Jeffers by Brian Hughes. Delivery. Johansson's flick and the finish from Jonathan Fortune. And this year for Charlton, third round day, doesn't look as though it's going to come up with a banana skin. A 2-goal cushion. Followed by Heald, El-Karkouri going back. He's only put it into the path of Grant Holt, and Rochdale have one back. Murphy's strike against the wall. It's come out for Thomas. Back in by Haraderson. Young. Luke Young's cross. Murphy's hit. El-Karkouri with the header forward. Thomas.
Thomas twisting and turning, and Thomas delivering, and Hughes getting up, and Charlton 3-1 up. It's Brian Hughes again. Beautifully lofted in by Jerome Thomas, and Hughes got up highest. It's Danny Murphy over the set piece. With whip. Oh, all the way in! I'm quite sure no one else got a touch. And Danny Murphy will claim the clinching goal. Charlton 4-1 to the good.
A fourth-round tie against Yeovil to look forward to, and then a timely return to form in the Premiership, starting with Birmingham City at the Valley.
Well, the aerial power of Sean Bartlett will certainly test the likes of Upson and Cunningham as well. And Kokuri get the delivery right. Oh! A misunderstanding of catastrophic proportions. El Kokuri can't believe it. He looks to the heavens in celebration, and Charlton are gifted the lead.
Well, there's total mess up in the Birmingham area. It was a straightforward ball that Matthew Upson should have dealt with. Mike Taylor expected to head it. Upson makes a decision to leave it. Takes Taylor by surprise. The ball ends up in the back of the net. Disastrous goal conceded by Birmingham City.
Here's Hughes, who moved on a free in the summer. Spots Bartlett, great ball. And Bartlett was just millimetres short of turning it beyond Taylor.
Well, that's what Brian Hughes is capable of. Turns back onto his right foot, great vision. Plays the ball once again in behind Upson, looking for the lone striker, Sean Bartlett. And how close is he there to making contact?
A brilliant header by Mario Melchot. A bullet into the back of Dean Kiley's net. And Birmingham have come back. 1-1 at the Valley. Here's Jeffers. Still Francis Jeffers! And turned in by Sean Bartlett. Charlton are back in front. And it's Bartlett that's done the damage.
Well, Bartlett's done the damage, but all the credit must go to Franny Jeffers. The initial run gets him behind Upson. He then holds it up. Gets a little bit of good fortune there because he miscontrols it. But that miscontrol takes the ball away for Upson, and then delivers a great ball in that little corridor between Cunningham and Taylor. Bartlett in the right position, and it's an easy goal for Bartlett. And for his efforts this afternoon, I have to say Sean Bartlett deserves that goal.
Riderson clears. Straight to Cunningham. A touch from Bartlett took it into the path of Riderson, who storms forward. They need support in the centre, and it's not there at the moment. Oh! Tebbely, so close to another defensive howler. And how relieved must he be?
Great forward run from Riderson. He's gone forward that quickly, he gets no support from his colleagues. But what is Tebbely doing here? Gets his technique all wrong, and that ball is inches away from going to the back of the net for an own goal.
Now a chance for Thomas to dance forward. Lovely ball into Jeffers. Murphy with the run-off. Brilliant move by Charlton. Can they finish? What a goal by Charlton Athletic. Sheer class. And Danny Murphy gives them a 2-goal cushion. It's 3-1 to the Addicts.
Well, this is counter-attacking play at its very best. Luke Young frees Jerome Thomas, who looks up, spots Franny Jeffers, who plays it back into Danny Murphy, who just composes himself, one-on-one against Taylor, picks his spot in the far corner. It's an excellent finish. Certainly Franny Jeffers has played a big part in this revival from Charlton.
needed that goal. I mean, I've scored a couple in the Cups, but that was my first Premiership one, so that was a relief. Good win, a good performance. I think our home form has been excellent this season, apart from against the big boys, which sometimes you can do nothing about.
I felt it was a really big game for us today. I felt that if we could get the result, it would cement us in the top 10 and give us a little bit of a gap. And I felt it was a big game for Birmingham as well, because if they could win it, they'd come up right behind us. So I'm delighted we won it.
Plenty of attacking options, including those who've come up from the back. Flicked header on, and it's off the line by Danny Murphy. The header from David Weir. And I'm sure I'm right in saying that Murphy did exactly the same thing in the match between the two sides just after Christmas. Murphy, right place, right time. Can't get the better of Weir this time. It's a poor ball from Hreiderson. Falls nicely for Matt Holland. Oh, it falls very nicely for Matt Holland. And what a time to score as well in added time at the end of the first half. It didn't look like the best of crosses in the world, but it certainly was good enough for Holland. Matt Holland scored the only goal of the match on Charlton's last away victory. That was at West Bromwich Albion shortly before Christmas. And he scored a goal there again, which could prove decisive. Osman now. Good running here by James Beattie. First chance. Oh, and denied by a post, just as he was at Middlesbrough last week. Beattie still awaits his first goal for Everton. But until he does score, he won't get closer than that. Beattie or Carsley will take this. Carsley scored a terrific free kick at Newcastle. He leaves it for Beattie. Oh, and he struck it well. But Dean Kiley saw it coming all the way. Decent save by Kiley.
We've had two good victories against them. A difficult team to play against, but we battled really hard today, and credit to all the lads really, because we came under a little bit of pressure towards the end, and everyone held out firm from the back to the front. So we're very pleased with the victory.
Charlton's free kick, and it'll be taken by El Kalkouri, plenty forward. The header by Hreiderson. Here's Brian Hughes, and Charlton have the lead 7 minutes before half-time. Hreiderson jumping highest, and well, Hughes finding the intended target. Determined run this by Kevin Gall. Thomas trying to chase back. It'll come to Terry. Oh, the League Two leaders are level. Paul Terry with the goal. Well, that's found Danny Murphy in a bit of space. Jeffers, so simple. Set up by Murphy and scored by Francis Jeffers. Danny Murphy getting in behind that Yeovil defence and squaring the ball to an unmarked Francis Jeffers. Here's Jerome Thomas. Done well, still Thomas. It'll open up for Bartlett. In off the post. Sean Bartlett for Charlton. Well, Jerome Thomas with a determined driving run opened up options, and Bartlett did the rest. Yeovil then looking for a way back. Here's Aaron Davis, might try his luck from distance. Oh, it's crept in. Found a way past Dean Kiley. And Yeovil have a lifeline. Are we to have a dramatic conclusion? It's Davis through on goal. Kiley save. What a chance for Phil Jevons. Oh, El Kalkouri off the line. And Charlton will scramble it clear. El Kalkouri back on his own goal line to save the day for Charlton.
The end of January and the end of Graham Stewart's career at Charlton, moving to Norwich on a free. Signed for over £1 million in 1999, Graham played a significant part in the Addicks' promotion to the Premiership and in helping to establish them in England's top 20. With Stewart off to join Norwich's relegation battle, Liverpool came to the Valley. Charlton slipped just off the pace in the league and flattered to deceive in the FA Cup. For all involved, February was very frustrating.
And now it's with Luis Garcia, saved by Kylie. Gerrard! Oh, saved by the bar! Charlton's first corner of the match, with nearly 20 minutes played. Oh, and it's in! And Sean Bartlett's there! Charlton have the lead, and Bartlett scores for the third home match in a row. Fortunes come up for this one. Bartlett is trying to sneak in round the back door. Up towards Haridason. Oh, good save! Oh, Carragher. Garcia once again. Beautiful turn. Fine pass. This is Risa. Oh, good shot! And again, Charlton Athletics saved by the crossbar. Kylie was there, though. Haridason. Looking for Hughes, who makes himself available. Oh, that's casual play. And now it's with Morientes. Neat little turn. Oh, and what a goal! Morientes scores his first goal in English football. And what a cracker it is! Konchesky for Charlton. Could open up here. Oh, Dudek spills it. Danny Murphy was an inch away from restoring Charlton's lead. Morientes, not a space for Risa if it comes to the near side. It's with Luis Garcia. Space now for Risa. Oh, well, what goal by Liverpool! And they've turned the game around.
Shearer's header looking for Amiobi. Now Dyer. And Newcastle have the breakthrough. Kieran Dyer, the man to supply it. Just 6 minutes into this second half. Suddenly, it's a very different place, St James's. It's almost as if you could feel the tension lift. And the job isn't done yet. And Charlton certainly won't give up. Here's Romadal. Goes for goal. Oh! What a sensational goal from Dennis Romadal. A brilliant response from Charlton Athletic, and they were behind for a matter of minutes.
This is where they don't deal with the situations. The ball that's just been helped in there. Andy O'Brien, heavy with his touch, but take nothing away. That is a wonderful finish from Romadal. His first touch here, O'Brien just sets it up. He just takes it away from him, and once he's away, but what a fantastic effort with his right foot off that left-hand post and goes in there. Andy O'Brien here will be disappointed with his first touch, but Romadal just whips that with his right foot right in the far corner in the back of the net.
Murphy on Romadal. Charlton have worked it well. Holland and Bartlett both with a forward run into the penalty area. Romadal, a dip of the shoulder. Still it's Romadal! Well, it was a brilliant build-up from the day, and not too far wide at the end. Here's Bartlett. Holland glanced on by Bartlett. Romadal is in behind and onside. Can he finish? A good save by Gibbon. Well, what a chance that was for Charlton.
De Vries and Dublin, the obvious targets here. And here's Gabisas. Leicester City have the lead. Last opportunity maybe for Charlton here at the end of this first half. Konchesky prepared to take on Mabry. And Bartlett. 1-1. Oh, and Dublin scored. That surely is a last-minute winner.
Murphy. El Kakuri looking for the run of Bartlett. Bartlett's allowed to bring it down and lay it back for Holland, deflected and in. Charlton have the goal. Their first real shot from any sort of range. The deflection helped them enormously, but Matt Holland, the Charlton captain, gives his side the lead.
Well, it's a wicked deflection, but it's a good ball forward. Kirkuri, goal provider this time. He has scored a few this year, but this is good centre forward play by Bartlett. Holds it up well under pressure, lays it back to Holland, and I think that's a vicious deflection off Frank Woodrow, I believe. But this is great play by Bartlett. Holds it up. Good support play by Holland. Deflection beats Carlo Nash.
Here's Hasselbank. Lovely ball for Nemeth. Great save by Dean Kiley. And that should really have been 1-1. In it comes from Downing. Headed down. And another amazing save from Kiley. Probably the best yet. Pure reflex. Downing. Right-footed cross. By Bartlett. Forwards for Hasselbank. And another Kiley save. But he can't keep it out from Chris Riggott. Charlton appeal for offside, but to no avail. And finally, after relentless pressure, Charlton have buckled at the back. Just over 10 minutes remain. Heriderson. And it comes to the box. It's fallen for Bartlett. And Charlton are back in front. They've soaked up all the pressure in this second half. And Sean Bartlett has given the Londoners the lead again as they look for their first Premiership win at the Riverside Stadium.
Well, would you believe it? The pressure that Charlton have during this second half, getting absolutely hammered by Middlesbrough. But it's a great break. Plenty of people in the box there for Charlton when the ball comes across. Heriderson, really strong, powerful run forward, looks up. Left-footed ball into the danger area. Missed there by Yule. Falls to the feet of Bartlett. Smash, great finish.
Graham is onside. It's Graham for Middlesbrough. What a time to get your first goal for your club. He's put his body on the line to get it and hurt himself. But Middlesbrough have come back again. It's 2-2 at the Riverside.
The way the game panned out, I think, feels a little bit like a defeat because we obviously took the lead and got ourselves in front, and then frittered it away under a lot of pressure. I mean, credit to Middlesbrough, they came at us and they had to. They got quality players and they're going to create things at home. So a point is a point, and the saves and whatever contributed to that point. But would have been nice if it was 3.
9th place at the end of February and 40 points almost in the bank. Chelsea had won the Carling Cup and it was starting to take shape that 5th, 6th and 7th would qualify for the UEFA Cup. Next, 2 London derbies versus Fulham and Tottenham, and 4 points which could, in fact should, have been 6.
Konchesky is out on the left-hand side, and he will keep the ball in play. It's a decent-looking cross. It's dealt with only as far as Danny Murphy, though. He's going to turn and finds his shot crowded out, so instead it's gone to Konchesky again. Low ball in. There's the chance. Oh, it should have scored. How on earth did Sean Bartlett miss that? Still not clear for Fulham, but Sean Bartlett has wasted an absolutely golden chance there, completely miss-kicking when all he had to do was tap the ball in from 2 yards. It's Charlton's turn to attack down the right-hand side. It's a great run by Luke Young. It's a good ball in. Surely Bartlett will score this time. No, he doesn't. Amazing goalkeeping by Van der Sar. And Sean Bartlett again has missed an absolute sitter.
Yeah, Luke Young done fantastic down the right-hand side there. Broke with pace. Matt Holland just stretching there, but he's got to put it in. His first touch wasn't the best. It stopped it for him rather than put it onto a side where he can get his foot around it. Holland just misses here, but his first touch just stops it dead in front of him.
This time it's flicked away by Knight, only as far as Konchesky! Oh, that was a brilliant save by Edwin van der Sar, because that was travelling. He struck it brilliantly. It was definitely headed for the top corner. It was a wonderful save. And here's Danny Murphy with Carrick in close attendance, and Brown maybe getting a bit of revenge for that earlier challenge from Danny Murphy.
Here's Jerome Thomas. Can he cut in on his right foot? What an effort! What a goal! That is an absolutely stunning opener from Jerome Thomas.
Well, that has just come out of nowhere. That's an incredible strike. Half tackle there, missed. Played out wide, one touch, skips inside. That's a rocket in the top corner, no chance for Robinson. Just a pass from Konchesky, one touch inside, should have got closer, but the strike is phenomenal. No keeper saves that. Look here, he should have got closer, the defender doesn't, allows the shot, goes through the defender's legs, and no keeper saves that.
Cross aimed in there, oh, what a chance for an equaliser, and it's missed by Robbie Keane. Here's Reed. Canute! Any sort of touch on that, and surely Spurs would have been level. Murphy. Good turn by Bartlett, he's done well. He took a kick from Brad for his trouble. Murphy's away, Thomas up to his left. Danny Murphy deflected, off Ledley King, and corner.
Well, did he pick the wrong option there? Konchesky had made a good run. Carrick loses it there. He's got two options. He's got Thomas and Konchesky on the far side. Tries to chip the keeper, gets a deflection. I think he picked the wrong option.
It's Reed, and the presence on the line pays its reward as Bartlett clears.
Well, how sensible is this? I said Bartlett's there, beats the keeper, but not Bartlett. He stayed there, he was composed.
Murphy! Danny Murphy gives a graphic demonstration to Tottenham of what they missed out on when his potential move to White Hart Lane broke down. A wonderful free kick with a little bit of help on the post.
Well, again, Robinson beat by pure quality. Maybe a little bit slow. I don't think he could have got that. Two off the post, tremendous technique, tight on the post. Couldn't do a lot about that whatsoever. That's pure technique, pure ability. You have to feel sorry for Robinson. Two things he's had to do, pick him out the net.
I think we can all get a little bit complacent, and you know, first couple of years in the Premiership, the atmosphere was electric here, and you know, I think now, you know, it's Tottenham. You know, well, 2 years ago it was, well, Tottenham's coming in, it's a great game, and that's how we've got to get for this run in. I think we've got to get ourselves up for it. I think the fans can play an important part, and you know, it starts again at the weekend with West Brom.
And we haven't won in 4 games, I think. We've had 3 draws away from home, and we've felt a little bit outdone by, to be honest, not winning a game away from home. We should have beat Fulham last week. But that was for the fans tonight, because the last home game we had against Leicester was disappointing in the FA Cup, and we needed to make amends, and I think we did that really well tonight, especially second half.
3 days later, and building up to the match against West Brom, Charlton's Valley Express initiative had grown to well in excess of 1,100 paying customers being bussed in from all over the southeast. It had been launched ahead of the Birmingham game, and with the club poised to expand the capacity of the Valley, this is a vital scheme as Charlton continues to increase its fan base.
We've put in plans to increase the size of the Valley from 27 to 31 and then to 40, and really this is the strategy to attract those new fans. Today there are just under 1,300 supporters coming from 60 towns across the south of England for £5. So what we've tried to do is to go out there and get the fans and make it easy for them to come to Charlton. Don't just say, you know, we're a Premiership club, so you should come and watch us for that reason. We're making it easy. We're going to their town, so pick-up points convenient to them, bringing them to the Valley, getting them to watch the match and taking them home right to their front door.
I can't get there because I haven't got a car, the wife's got the car. Now Charlton to put this on, it's a good idea, gives us opportunities to go, and I'm really looking forward to it.
It's much more convenient to come on the coach. We don't have to worry about parking, etc. And also you get to know all the people on the coach, and it's part of the atmosphere of coming to the match at Charlton.
First time I've been to see them, so looking forward to a good game, and maybe I'll become a fan after that.
I think you've seen it, it's a success already. I mean, you know, 7 out of 10 I think of sampling the Valley for the first time again. It's just an incredible success. It's so rewarding when you see people who are coming for the first time because we've made it easier for them to come. You know, not for no other reason. They'd love to come to a Charlton match, but haven't been able to before. So a coach picking them up in their town centre just is superb for them.
On the pitch, though, Charlton's end-of-season form was about to dip once again.
Greening's throw. Campbell receiving on the edge of the area. Thought about going for the early centre. He's whipped it in left-footed. Guerra arriving. Ryderson got a touch. Here's Guerra again to whip it across. Open goal for Horsfield and Albion in front. Campbell felt he was impeded. Thomas with a wonderful ball looking for Johansson. Holt's come a long way out. Fortunate bounce for Johansson. And there's the equaliser. Jonathan Johansson brought in for Dennis Rommedahl, and the gamble pays off. Stopped by Guerra. In turn, he's stopped by El Karkouri, but the feet look high there by the Moroccan. It's a red card for El Karkouri. The Moroccan is off. It's Robinson in space. What's the delivery like? Towards the back post, towards Horsfield. There's Earnshaw, there's the goal! Oh, the super sub has done it! This is Guerra. Earnshaw is onside, the flag has stayed down. Here's the chance to settle it. Earnshaw against Kiley. 3-1, game over. 3 points for West Bromwich Albion, and safety might still be within their grasp. Chaplow. Oh, he's done well and he's brought down. It's a penalty. Richard Chaplow on his Premiership debut wins a penalty. Started the day with 7 goals and finishes it with 10 in the Premiership. He's only been on for about 20 minutes.
It's a Reina crossing. It's a header by Musamba, and Dean Kiley did very well to get it up and over. Robbie Fowler puts the corner in. And the header's gone in, and it's Richard Dunn. And Manchester City are off to a flyer.
It's poor defending from Charlton, isn't it? But what Manchester City do well, they get 5 players inside the 6-yard box. There they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's done with the header. He comes off the defender on the line. Is it Danny Murphy on the line? Just flicked. There he is, Danny Murphy. He will want to claim that, though. Great header from Dunn, possibly off for Ryderson as well.
Ball's played inside him here. And the Thomas does get there. It's a terrific cross, and it's an absolute gift. Paul Bartlett, it's 1-1. And we've got a match on our hands at the Valley.
We certainly have. I think it's poor defending, though, from Manchester City. Fantastic build-up play from Charlton. Excellent skill from Contesi. Watch this. Through the legs of Sidierski. Lovely ball as well. But Bartlett doesn't attack the near post. That's what you'd expect him to do. Not quite sure what Davy James is doing. But his poor goalkeeping just leaves Distan with no chance, because he sort of takes his hand away. Simple tap-in for Bartlett.
For Fowler, and he's taken it. And again, Charlton statuesque, not just in their own penalty area, but in their own goal area.
It's from another corner, isn't it? But everyone stands and watches it, except one man, and he's made a career out of it, and he's a fantastic goal scorer. The run from Robbie Fowler just expects everyone to miss it, and that's why it goes in the back of the net.
Jeffers to Thomas. Combination that created a chance a few minutes ago. One for Holland to attack. Oh, it's come back off the bar. And no no one following up. That's what the crowd are agitated about. A looping header from Matt Holland on the occasion of his 500th game in club football.
I think everyone stood and watched. He does really well, Matt Holland. Heads it back across the goal. David James thinks it's going over, I think.
Young. Perry! The late goal that Charlton were craving has materialised from the most unusual source. Chris Perry at the far post, and Stuart Pearce will not be able to believe it.
They'll be absolutely gutted, Stuart Pearce, but they do really well, Charlton, because they just work the ball. Not long ball this time, work the ball into the right areas. Great run again from Franny Jeffers to the near post. They're overloaded at the back. Just manages to sneak it in past David James. It's a good finish from Chris Perry. Doesn't get too many goals, but that could be really important at the end of the season.
Lovely flick by Lualua. Here's Steve Stone. Great start by Pompey. Fabulous start by Pompey. Stone's ball in. Picked up by Skopelitis. Stone again. Blocked there by Herman Hreiderson. Berger swirls it in with his left foot, and there's his second goal. It's Steve Stone who's got it. Well, it's the first time this season that Steve Stone has scored against anyone other than Newcastle. They have to defend now, though. Oh, and they haven't. And Charlton are straight back into the game. And it's Jonathan Fortune. Portsmouth leading by 2-1. Is that a handball by Yakubu? He's been allowed to go on. The ball knocked across. And, oh, well, that's a silly foul for giveaway from Portsmouth's point of view by Ayan Dezel. And here's Murphy. Oh, it's a wonderful goal. Brilliantly curled in by Danny Murphy, and Charlton have completed the comeback. Pompey punished for giving away a free kick 20 yards out in stoppage time, and they paid the penalty. It's 2-2. There is time for a rousing finish. Certainly the end of the first half was dramatic. That's a wonderful cross by Lualua. It's a terrific header by Diamond Signamara. Here's Lualua looking to finish it off. He has! Portsmouth have won the match they so desperately needed to win.
Matt Holland at the front of the line. He lasted just 5 minutes at the Reebok Stadium. Bolton appealing for a penalty. And they've been given a penalty kick here. Nolan leading the appeals after what appeared to be a handball by Herman Hreiderson. JJ Okocha then against Dean Kiley. And Okocha has given Bolton the lead. Murphy's free kick. Oh, and it's been squeezed in by Jeffers. 2 deflections on the way through. Giannakopoulos. On by speed. And Juve. Bolton back in front.
Davis has given it away, but he'll get another chance here. Scorer of the winner on Saturday at St Mary's. Now Hitzelsberger. He'll hit it from here. Kiley did well. It was moving all over the place. Back in by Angel. And it took a deflection for a corner. Solano goes short to Barry. The angle from Solano. Oh, and it's off the line. Such an important touch from Danny Murphy.
Quality, that's what's needed. Can we get some?
Murphy. Rising is Herman Hreidarsson.
Hoping that a point at Villa had stopped the rot, Charlton's fading hopes of a UEFA Cup place were sunk at Norwich. It seemed the Addicts' luck had completely run out, especially when Danny Murphy's free kick deflected onto the post, with Robert Green well beaten. Norwich's great escape would ultimately fail on the final day. But cue ex-Addict Matt Svensson to pop up 2 minutes from time and send Charlton back down the A11 with nothing to show for their efforts. Into May, and a busy debut for goalkeeper Stefan Andersson against Manchester United in a one-sided affair. A wonderful point-blank save from Alan Smith was the highlight of a very accomplished performance from the Dane, proving that Charlton have two good stoppers on their books. United were allowed to dominate, and the deflected shot got away from Andersson for Paul Scholes to pounce for their first. That was soon followed by Darren Fletcher's precise finish into the corner to make it 2-0. The Charlton defenders were having a day to forget. Alan Smith was allowed to break clear and score a simple third. And then a neat passing move paved the way for the finest young player in the land to wrap things up with a fourth goal. It was just damage limitation after that.
We've got a lot of work to do. We know that. I mean, I'm not, I'm not that naive. We need in the summer to change things around and bring some players in. Hopefully, we can do that. But when you start getting it wrong in the Premiership, you get hurt. And we had some good times here, but we've got to take this on the chin. And no excuses. We're just not good enough at the moment.
They certainly improved at Chelsea. On the day Mourinho's men raised the Premiership trophy, Charlton came extremely close to spoiling the party.
Here's Ida Gudjonsson. Joe Cole! Oh, trust him to be the man to bring the game into life. He was so unlucky there.
I think the keeper saves this. And if he does, it's a brilliant save. Well, he's been the man who's been most likely, Joe Cole, in the opening 35 minutes. He saves that. What a save.
Broken back off Makelele from Terry's ball. This is Lisby with Holland up in support. Good save from Kudicini.
Well, I have to say, if that's Perocek, it's one of the best saves he's made this season. But that's the quality of the goalkeeper they have as understudy. It's quite amazing. This is a brilliant effort from Holland, struck beautifully across the keeper. And that is a superb stretch and save, it really is. Wonderful stuff.
Makelele steered on. Oh, what a chance! It's right on the edge of the area. It's inside. Lampard's won the penalty. What a moment!
They're saying outside. My reaction's inside as well. If not, it's right on the line. And he's just, what is it, foot outside?
So to the final day, and what a day it was. Crystal Palace at home, fierce local rivalry, an opportunity to send the team from Selhurst straight back down and out of the Premiership. Only one of the bottom four could survive. There were so many twists and turns you couldn't make it up. A truly amazing afternoon.
Now here's Brian Hughes. Bartlett. Hughes again. Tries his luck from a long way out. And Palace with Popovic forward from the backhand. Fitz Hall as well, and it doesn't reach any of them. Konchesky got it away. Comes out here to Hughes. And Crystal Palace with a real opportunity here. And Fitz Hall nearly scored. It was a block by Kiley on his return to the side. But Palace so close. Remember, Crystal Palace have won just once in 18 previous away games on their return to the top flight this season. It's not an encouraging record. They did win here, though, in the League Cup, 2-1. Now then, Routledge invited to hit it. Oh! And what a save by Kiley! That was on his way from Wayne Routledge, who hasn't scored this season. He nearly did here when it really mattered.
Absolutely brilliant play this by Palace. Lovely little knockdown from Andrew Johnson into the path of Routledge, who absolutely smashes it on the half volley with his right foot, and it produces a quite brilliant save from Kiley.
Bartlett. Kishashev. Good move here. Hughes. Can he make it 1-0? Oh, yes, he can! Off the post! Charlton's first real attack, and they have scored through Brian Hughes. That is a hammer blow for Crystal Palace.
I know all about Brian Hughes' finishing. He's an excellent finisher. Once he gets into that box, you can always back him to score. What I like about this goal is the run that he makes from a wide area. Comes narrow, receives the ball, takes possession, needs the post, but it's a brilliant finish despite the challenge of Danny Butterfield. Hughes beats Kirai in off the post.
It's Murphy, driven with pace. Oh, and nearly a goal for Johansson, who hooked it so close to that near post.
Well, it was a clever work free kick from Danny Murphy. They all expected the ball into the air for an aerial challenge. In fact, he plays it low. It's a side-foot volley from Johansson, and he almost put Charlton 2 up.
It's Kishashev. Going to do a bit of fetch and carry. Charlton fans basking in the sunshine, and despite their bad recent run, very much in the comfort zone. Oh, this has fallen behind for Freeman. Wonderful chance for Palace. Dougie Freeman has done it. He's put Crystal Palace level with only his second touch of the ball. How about that for an inspired substitution?
Well, it was needed, and it couldn't have fallen to a calmer player than Dougie Freeman.
Now then, here's Johansson. This is difficult for the defenders, but in the end, Kirai can come and claim it and hit it long. Oh, Freeman's got in behind here. Mistake by Al Kakuri. Johnson, can he get it? There's a claim for handball, and it's given. Penalty kick. The handball is given. Fortune. Well. He has to be nerveless somehow. This may be the penalty that keeps Crystal Palace up. It is Andrew Johnson. He's done it! Palace are 2-1 up, and they can sense salvation. 21 for the season for Andrew Johnson, but that doesn't matter. He was cool hand Luke there. That might be a free kick. There was a bit of a rash challenge, to be honest with you, from Legion Wood, and it's given Charlton a free kick in a quite promising position.
Absolutely unnecessary. A little bit over-anxious, Legion Wood, trying to win the ball.
Played towards the back post, and Fortune got there! Well, is that the goal that's going to keep West Bromwich Albion up? 2-2. Late goal for Charlton Athletic. Jonathan Fortune, the defender whose handball had given away the penalty at the other end, scores with a header now. And this, you sense, is vital.
Well, it's a catalogue of errors. Ball played in with plenty of pace. Kirai comes for it. He's not sure. Popovic leaves it, thinking he's going to get there. It's a free header from Fortune.
Routledge feeding it wide. Now Hughes, plenty of Palace players in there, and comes to Freeman. Great save by Kiley. Nearly enough there by Dougie Freeman, who's still wondering how Kiley kept it out. Ian Dowie is going to have to face the reality.
I think it's all over here.
Has he blown for the time? He has! He's blown for time, Crystal Palace are relegated again. They were 10 minutes or so away from survival, but then they gave away a free kick. Jonathan Fortune equalised, and that point is not enough for Crystal Palace. The agony of relegation for Crystal Palace. Charlton 2, Crystal Palace 2.
We've never managed really to send the fans home happy here. We always seem to fade away at the end of the season. And I think they're obviously very happy because of the rivalry between us and Palace and everything else. So they've clapped us off.
How do you reflect generally on the season?
Well, I think I got to November and I felt that we was in a little bit of bother. We wasn't playing well and I felt that I needed to do something. Obviously, you can't go into the market. So I changed our shape and changed the way we played, and that was Spurs away. And leading up to the Spurs at home game, which is the last one we won here, 6 or 7 weeks ago, the form was consistent, the team selection was consistent, and I really did feel that we'd finish this one off and at least finish in top 7, which may have got us a European place. So, but it's the inevitability. I think people, as I said earlier, expecting us to fall away, and we did. But I view the fact that I made a major decision in November and, we've stayed up. We're a Premiership side, entering our 6 years next year, and that's what a manager has to do.
We've got to now move on. We can't look back and reflect on it. We've got to make sure we hit the ground running and get ourselves up and ready to go sharp out the traps when the Championship starts. That's the way it is.
I wanted to finish in the top 10 for me, for the club and for the fans. And as I said before the game, it was nothing to do with who we was playing with today. Palace, it could have been Norwich, West Brom or Southampton, or it could have been Tottenham or Everton. It didn't matter. I wanted to win it because it would have took us into the top 10, I felt.
So, confirmation that Charlton finished top of the bottom half, 11th place for the Addicts, 9 points short of the UEFA Cup spot, and 13 points clear of the relegation zone. An inconsistent season, but one that had a happy ending for the Valley faithful. So, Charlton's 100th year came to a close. Next season will be the start of the 2nd century of Charlton Athletic Football Club. We hope you've enjoyed the end of this one that had a slice of good fortune. Goodbye.